Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I did the Black Talon Flashpoint off camera, and if you want to see it, just me doing it, head over to my Sith Warrior playlist to see the dark side version, and head over to my Imperial Agent playlist to see the light side version. But yeah, there's really not much reason to show it more than once, or more than twice, I should say. But yeah, I did that, got some XP and gear and such, so we are here, ready to check in at Drummond Cuss.
Ugh, spaceports all smell the same. Engine exhaust, coolant fluid, and spacers who haven't bathed in a week. Let's get out of this stink. Whatever the rest of Drummond Cuss is like, the air has gotta be fresher than in here.
I would have figured you'd been to Drummond Cuss before.
Braden and I moved around a lot when we first got together, but we never made it here. Just a reminder, this is an Imperial world, which means rules, rules, and more rules. If we tweak the local authorities, they can make life really hard.
Oh, I should comment, because you're probably going, wait, why does Mako look different? So, after the last one, I did the heroics on Hutta, and when we got to the fleet, it did that thing where it's like, hey, you completed that, and here are some customization options for your character. Where one was to change her appearance, although I think you guys may have seen her appearance change, but it also then had one on the fleet where it offered me a set of like gear for her to wear. So that's why her clothes look different as well. I'll also show you in a moment what else I put on this character and set up. So, anyways.
My goal is to join the Great Hunt. That's it.
Still, let's try to keep a low profile. Come on, the Mandalorian Enclave is in the Citadel. Our contact is someone named Chris DeMarcon.
So, in case I didn't show before, this is what I was talking about. So, two of these, and they look pretty cool with the setup I've got with the two black and red crystals, along with the dark side channel tuning that it has on there. Also, what I noticed is that hold on, because you'll notice this thing right here on my helmet is up, right? Once I draw my blasters, it goes down, like it's a targeting, visor there. So that's a real cool little touch that it goes up or down depending on if my weapons are up, Just a little detail I felt I could go ahead and share.
Please, I have kids to feed.
Imperial bribe a servant of the Empire.
What can I get for you? Come back anytime.
Okay.
Ready for departure.
Aha.
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
Okay, I think that's a cool looking skybox up there.
Ready for departure.
I've always found it funny that they, at the Citadel here, they have one, of course, here for the Sith, and of course one here for Imperial Intelligence, but then they have one here set up for the Bounty Hunters. I mean, I know that the Empire does business with them, but it's still kind of like, oh, really? I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of overthinking it. So let's turn in the bounty, shall we?
I'm here to claim the bounty on this Republic scientist. Name's Albea.
Albia, you say? One moment. Yes, here, wanted dead. You certainly fulfilled that part. Give me a moment to verify her identity. Very good. Here's your dispensation. Now, if you don't mind, I need to call for someone to clean this up.
500 credits. That's it. Good thing there's a trainer right here.
Usada Bruja?
So I don't know what happened, but I was messing with some of the settings, and now I apparently cannot move anything from the slots that they are in here. They're just stuck where they are. I don't know why. I don't know what setting I messed with or tweaked or changed that caused this, but I can't change where they are now, but whatever. Not a big deal. Nice. It's time to check in to be a part of the Great Hunt.
And then I told him, "You think that's cold? You should see what I did to the Gamorrean. I never saw a Rhodian run so fast in my..." Oh, sorry, sweetie, didn't see you there. What can I do for you?
We are here for the Great Hunt. We've been sponsored by Nemro the Hutt.
An all-girls hunter team. Good for you. How long you two been partners?
Hold on. Because how would she know? There we go.
And then I told him, "You think that's cold? You should see what I did to the Gamorrean. I never saw a Rhodian run so fast in my..." Oh, sorry, sweetie, didn't see you there. What can I do for you?
We are here for the Great Hunt. We've been sponsored by Nemro the Hutt.
An all-girls hunter team. Good for you. How long you two been partners?
Feels like Mako's always been there to back me up.
Fantastic. It's rare to see that kind of solidarity in our business, you know? You probably ain't gonna like what I'm about to tell you, but there's nothing I can do about it, understand? There's one spot left open in the Great Hunt, and over 3 dozen hunters who got sponsorships.
You don't expect me to just give up, do you?
Of course not. But life's about to get a bit crazy. You best be ready. The Huntmaster himself will explain how we're gonna sort things out. Head into the main room and show some respect. When the Huntmaster's done talking, come on back in here. I'll be handling you from here on out.
Alright. We have now met our handler. So I love this. The Huntmaster is a Wookiee.
Quiet! Quiet, you dogs! The Huntmaster is about to speak. Pay attention and show some respect for once in your lives. You heard the Huntmaster. You're competing for the last spot in the Great Hunt by taking down 3 bounties on Droman Kos.
You expect us to hunt here, with Imperials crawling all over us, and Sith?
Let the man talk. I want to hear this.
For all you overblown, useless, no-talent cowards, we installed...
Hold on. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys can read that text fast enough. Because obviously he just...
Quiet, you dogs!
kind of goes through it.
You heard the Huntmaster.
Okay.
If you're afraid to compete, the spaceport's that away.
Yes, that's the spirit. For all you overblown, useless, no-talent cowards, we installed a handy exit door. Use it now! The rest of you, the real hunters, go see your handlers. They'll get you oriented to the planet and assign you 3 unique bounties. Everyone who takes down all 3 of their bounties wins a spot in the final melee. Anyone who doesn't get all 3 is out.
Hunting on Drummond Koss? That's suicide. I'm grabbing the first shuttle out of here. I suggest you do the same, friend.
No way.
I want into the Great Hunt, and this is the only way.
Then watch your back. It's not the jungles that are dangerous on Drummond Koss. It's the people. I'm done here. May your quarry fall before you, Hunter.
Well, what are you standing around for? Back to your handler. That's Krista for you, new blood.
Sure thing, Steve Bloom.
A dozen cowards just scurried out of here. Probably won't stop till Drummond Koss is light years behind him. You understand the basics, right? 3 bounties, hardest targets on Drummond Koss. Gotta get all 3 to qualify for the final melee.
What exactly is this melee I keep hearing about?
Ooh, it's a big old scrap. Everybody who gets all 3 of their bounties goes into the rage pit. One comes out. Now let's see who your first target is. Whoa, this can't be right. You got enemies among the Mandalorians or something?
Just
Yep.
Taro Blood, the Mandalorian who killed Brayden. What'd he do?
What's the job?
I wouldn't wish this bounty on anybody. Gotta play the hand you're dealt, though. The target's a Republic noble named Valtaka. He got captured.
Hold on.
A dozen. You.
Just. It'll be fine. What are we dealing with here?
I wouldn't wish this bounty on anybody. Gotta play the hand you're dealt, though. The target's a Republic noble named Valtaka. He got captured during an Imperial raid, brought back here, and sold into slavery by mistake.
I love it when fat aristocrats get theirs.
My thoughts exactly. Nobles can all go rot.
I've seen how Imperials treat their slaves. It ain't pretty. Altaka's slave group was building a big old statue in the jungle. The slaves rebelled.
Me skipping the cutscene bugged her out her face.
We don't even know if he's still alive.
Bugged her face out.
If he is, the family will pay big.
Sorry. Just, yeah. She's just staring down because I skipped through it, so it kind of bugged her out, I guess.
I've been looking to earn some real credits for a change.
Well, now's your chance. Assuming you can ever find the guy. The slaves got themselves a tent camp near that statue they never finished. If Altaka's still kicking, he's probably somewhere in there. Before you go, meet your new best friend. The S-86K full-gauge carbonite armor upgrade. You can't shoot a fella with this while he's springing around. It's too slow to charge up. But once that fella ain't resisting, say, after a good long beating, the S-86K will freeze him for transport.
Didn't know they made devices to freeze people.
Carbonite ain't so much freezing as it is... Well, I ain't got a clue, really. Just have fun. You find that Republic noble fella and claim that first bounty, then hurry it on back here as fast as you can.
We're going to leave the discussion about whether or not we should have this portable, wrist-mounted carbonite user on me. We're going to leave that discussion just over there. Because I've heard some people be like, hey, wait a minute, we shouldn't have that because I made such a big deal about, yeah. sometimes it's important to consider that perhaps we should
Enjoy your stay.
think of the lore in
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
in Tor as almost like a vacuum or a bubble, separate from the lore from, say, the films or other things. Because sometimes they do things and take on liberties with certain things that makes us kind of scratch our head and go, hey, wait a minute, like the carbonite thing, you know. Just kind of like almost try to pretend as if this is its own separate Star Wars universe that's separate from the lore we know from like the films and such. It just kind of makes things easier in that regard. If you just kind of like go, I'm gonna pretend that this is separate from this, you know, almost like a different alternate reality, you know, an alternate dimension of Star Wars, you know, something like that. This first one here on Dromund Kaas is interesting. Gosh, I remember spending so much time in this area, doing every possible quest in this area, including the stuff down there, and constantly teaming up with other players in order to be able to do some of those, or to do them easier. Because you had to. You know what I mean?
You're gonna get it now.
My dear Altaka, when I got your message, I could scarcely believe it. We have found each other after all these years.
Oh, looks like a love letter from an Imperial noble, no less. Juicy.
Pay attention. This may help us.
Righto.
It must have been the...
Why would a noble be writing love letters to a slave?
That's what I want to know.
It must have been the Force that brought you here to Dromund Kaas, dear Altaka. As for your predicament, fear not. I have friends in high places, and for the right price, they have agreed to help me. When the slaves attempt their pitiful revolution, a man will come to you dressed in rags. He will bring you to me. I shall say you are my missing brother. We will be Lord and Lady Dakar. I'm afraid I cannot get you off-world and back to your beloved family, but I promise to make your every moment here a joy. Our lifestyle will be the envy of all, and we'll attend parties at the Nexus Room every night. Be ready to join me, my love.
Wait, so the lady is his lover, but now he's posing as her brother? That's disgusting. Sounds like the Nexus Room is where we'll find these weirdos.
This whole planet is weird.
I am with you there.
Let's go meet this Lord and Lady Daka. Lead on, boss.
Well, this place looks lively. I guess the Imperials have something that passes for fun after all.
See, now we put our helmet on to protect our identity. As well as
Yes, sir.
protection.
Just as I said.
That looks like her, all right. Bounty Hunter. I am Sergeant Warlax of the Imperial Navy. You are commanded to hand over all your weapons and gear immediately.
You're a funny man, Sergeant. Think of that joke all by yourself.
Don't get cute, off-world scum. Remember, you're an outsider here. I can shoot you just as easily as bring you in.
Sergeant, Taro Blood here. Have you completed my little errand yet?
Blood, you steaming pile of filth!
Blast it! I told you not to call on this channel!
Wow.
Since when does the Imperial Navy take its orders from Mandalorians?
Oh, this is ridiculously tiresome. She's still alive? What is wrong with you, Sergeant?
Sir? Who's that guy?
Blood, I'll talk to you later. Ignore the chatter, men. Let's take this hunter in.
I don't know what's going on here, Sarge, but I know it stinks. Yeah. Either you cut us in on this deal, or we walk.
So yeah, the light side choices are we can try and convince these guys to not do this, or we can just straight up attack them. Now let's just see kind of the reaction here.
You can't spend credits if you're all dead.
That makes a whole lot of sense. Let's get out of here. I'm with you.
Cowards! The rest of...
Huh.
There, sir.
Bounty Hunter.
Alright.
Don't
Getting others to do your dirty work, that's just low.
Oh, this is
Save your breath. You're dead.
Defend yourselves, men!
Just had to put my mind to it.
I've really been enjoying this discipline of Merc. It's been really fun. I had a blast in the Flashpoint with this spec. Some of these abilities are just really, really fun. Here they are.
Yes, may I help you with something?
Darling, please don't speak to that filthy vagabond. It's clearly not supposed to be here, and we shouldn't let ourselves look like we approve. Come, let us get a drink.
I'm sorry, excuse me? Did you just refer to me as it and vagabond?
Not much of a family resemblance between you and your, brother.
We had different mothers. Yes, that's right. We're only half siblings, unless I'm misremembering.
Stow it, darling. Just feel the smug knowledge radiate from her. We knew this might happen eventually.
Yeah, only so long you can keep dating your brother before something goes wrong.
So you know our little secret. What does an insignificant creature like you want? What would make you dare threaten a noble?
I was promised a pile of credits to take him back to the Republic.
You mean back to my family, don't you? But I thought, You told me I was trapped here, that I would have to forget my family, that this charade was the only way.
Inside voice, darling. I may have exaggerated a bit, but hasn't it been nice here? The parties, the late nights, the intrigues and such?
You witch! Keeping me here as your plaything when I could have been home with my sisters and dear mother.
You can be such a whiny pain. It's a wonder your nobility. Let us make a new deal, bounty hunter.
Make this fast, lady. I've got other things to do.
My darling, my lovely Altaka. Wouldn't you rather stay here with me than run home to your pathetic Republic family?
What? Of course not. You treat me like a pet, and this planet is disgusting. In fact, I'd rather...
Yes, you've made your tiresome viewpoint clear. Then here is what I propose. I assume Altucker's family will pay less for just his body. Kill him, show me the slip, and I'll compensate you the difference.
What? You wanted to kill me?
So we can either kill him, like she said, and agree to her deal. We can just be like, no, and just straight up freeze him and leave her alone. Or we can kill her, then freeze him. Yeah, this lady referred to us as an it and a vagabond and has been talking down to us the whole time, so no, screw you, lady.
Altucker's right, lady. You're way too crazy to live.
Defend me, my love.
What? Are you insane? You killed her, just like that. She was evil and twisted, but I did love her once. We met years ago on Alderaan. She was so dark and mysterious, and now she's dead.
Resist me, and it's more of the same for you.
Resist you? I want... You...
Your taste in women leaves something to be desired.
Yes, well, I'm afraid I've always been a bit poor at such things. I'm ready to go. It's to be carbonite for transport, then?
Don't worry, it'll be painless.
I'm coming, Mother.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny. Again, it was Darkseid, and yet I feel like that's the best outcome. Because we save him, and we rid the universe of her. Just saying.
Hey there, Hunter. Competition out there's something crazy. Couple of hunters died in the jungles. Big Trandoshan got arrested by the Imperials, and you found yourself an unfindable Republic noble. His family was plenty generous with their live bounty.
If this is a competition, why are there still credits on these jobs?
Well, first of all, gear and ammo ain't cheap. Second, the Great Hunt is mostly secret, so the more it looks business as usual, the better. Your second bounty's a bit of a mystery. Apparently, whoever's stacking the deck against you gonna keep right on stacking.
Hardly surprising.
What I got here is a classified red flag request from Imperial Command. No details, just flashy warnings and a contact. Admiral Frabal, Imperial Navy.
Why would an Imperial officer need me?
Usually because one clawed arm of the old Imperial beast don't want the other to see what it's scratching on. Here's the slip. Frabal's in the city, not all that far a stroll. Go get him.
How convenient for me, because we're going to be cutting it off here soon. And when we cut it off, I like to leave my characters in a rest zone, because of course rested XP is nice. And hey, his office is not too far from the cantina. How convenient for me.
This is the office of Admiral Frabal of the Imperial Navy. Do you have business here?
Can't I just be here to talk to you?
Yes, well, are you? Just here to talk to me, I mean? Oh, I see, you're making fun of me.
I can't imagine why he'd think you were making fun of him and his big important desk.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm very busy.
I have a job slip from your boss, moron.
I really couldn't care less what you...
What's all that racket out there, soldier?
There's a quarrelsome individual here, Admiral. Rather dirty, too.
Quarrelsome? You're as weak as you are stupid. I requested a mercenary from the Mandalorians. Send that person in immediately.
Yes,
sir. Hi, Simon Templeman.
You may go in now.
Next time, bang.
The Admiral is waiting.
For those of you who don't know who Simon Templeman is, that is the voice of Loghain from Dragon Age.
Come in, mercenary. I apologize if my secretary caused you grief. He is of low birth, and his intelligence reflects it. I'm afraid many of our Imperial soldiers are hopeless with delicate tasks. This is, of course, why I asked for a professional.
If it's delicate you want, it's delicate you'll get.
I have every faith in the Mandalorian Enclave's ability to get things done discreetly. My daughter has become something of a liability to me. I want you to kill her.
Excuse me? You want me to kill your own daughter?
That's something you don't hear every day.
Then I'll assume you're newly arrived to Dromund Kaas. Things work a bit differently here. My daughter was born Force-sensitive and trained to be Sith. A great honor for our family. Unfortunately, my daughter's master is one Lord Grathan, a madman who is now disgraced in the eyes of the Dark Council.
Why not just get her a new master?
It's outside of my control. The Sith manage their own affairs, the rest of us merely suffer the consequences. If Lord Grathan's compound is raided and my daughter captured or killed, every member of her family will suffer. This is Sith politics. In the best-case scenario, I lose my rank and position. In the worst...
This is one messed-up way to run a planet.
You deal with the empire you have, not the one you might wish you had. Lord Grathan is a paranoid madman. His compound is built to withstand a siege, but a lone infiltrator will take them by surprise. My daughter is somewhere inside Lord Grathan's compound. Her name is Veretta. You will know her as she resembles me closely.
Is there going to be fallout for taking down a Sith?
Not as long as nobody knows what happened.
Hang on, I've been running some data. Turns out renegade Sith Lord followers rack up death marks like crazy. Lord Grathan's top people all have prices on their heads.
I'd be ashamed to let those bounties go to waste.
And we might need those extra credits to gear you up for the big melee.
Remember, discretion is essential. Do not let yourself be captured. Good luck.
So, just before we cut it off here, just to reiterate what he just asked us to do in case you weren't following along what he said. This is... he wants us to kill her discreetly without anyone knowing, because if it happens a different way, then the entire family suffers, and he would also suffer as well. He was talking about how, like, the best case scenario would be... In fact, I think I can scroll it back up here just to... Yeah. So she was trained to be Sith, and she is now under Lord Grathan, who is now disgraced in the eyes of the Dark Council. So, because he's now disgraced in the eyes of the Dark Council may go after him, which may go after his entire power base, because that's a usual thing amongst the Sith. If it's raided and his daughter is captured or killed, then every member of her family will suffer, including him. That's the Sith politics. They don't just go after her, they go after the rest of the entire family. And he said, well, in the best case scenario here, I would just lose my rank and my position, but in the worst, they would kill us all, or capture us and torture us and interrogate us, and, well, you can get the idea. So, yeah. I liked how his response when I said, this messed up way. He says, you deal with the Empire that you have, not the one that you might wish you had. So, yeah. He wants us to have to take care of it before any members of the Dark Council do. Because if she goes down by us, there's not going to be any fallout towards the rest of the family at the hands of other Sith, because we beat them to it. So by having us go after her, we prevent any Sith from going after the rest of her family and such, as part of taking down Grathan and his power base. It's really messed up, but like he said, this is Sith politics. And he's, probably not just looking out for himself, but any other members of their family. I don't know if it's just him and his daughter as the only members of their family left. For all I know, he has a wife and other kids. Who knows? But that's kind of how it goes amongst the Sith. And that's why he's asking us to do this, even though you can imagine what he just has to do is pretty horrible. And something he probably does not like. In fact, once we finish this quest, he will tell us, I don't want to see you ever again, because you are the person who just murdered my own daughter. So I hope to never see you again. I just got new mail, which may have to do with the quest that just happened. So what do you guys say? Hold on. Where's a nearby mailbox? I'm sure there's got to be one nearby somewhere. But yeah, once we finish this quest, he's going to be like, alright, here's your reward. I don't want to thank you because I don't want, because I just, he doesn't like asking us to do this, but he feels like there's no better solution here to this problem. It's messed up, but he feels that this might be the only actual, best possible outcome in this whole situation here. There it is. The Ministry of Logistics Freelance Rewards. Our database indicates that your account has claimed several bounties this week. Your diligence in bringing swift justice to these fugitives from Imperial law has earned you a merit reward. In accordance with Section 47B of the Freelance Enforcement Edict, an incentive has been rendered into your custody. Your incentive is non-transferable. Your incentive is not intended for resale. Any dissatisfaction with your incentive may result in an infraction. Failure to comply with all section and subsection codes of the Freelance Enforcement Edict may result in termination of your account. The Ministry of Logistics looks forward to your continued excellence in service of the Empire. 290 credits. Alright, so we're going to cut it off here. When we return, we will be going after a Sith in Lord Grathan's compound. Stay tuned.